Hi everyone, this is Rui on Paper and welcome to today's newpenday video. As you can see from this little business card, I got a pen from Justturnings from Stephen Just all the way in Australia, which is quite a cool idea. I think that the pen that I have here in the Netherlands comes all the way from Australia. I am very excited to show it to you and to see in person what it looks like. I got the pen number 2149, which that is such a big amount of pens that he has already made. That's quite incredible. The model or the range is called the Mimas, I think. Mimas? And the material is one of his own pores, and it's called the Fafnir. And I am super excited about this because I had been looking for a pen like this for a really long while. And kind of the story behind that is that, before I show you the actual pen, I have quite a bit of bottles and samples of inks that are in the sort of purple color range. So all the way from like true purples that are maybe a bit cooler, to more warmer purples, to really like bluish purples. And then of course there's also all kinds of pinks, magentas, and all those kind of colors. And the thing is that I quite enjoy those colors, but I don't love them enough to have a very specific shade of pen for those types of inks. As you may know, I love matching my pen and inks, and I wouldn't really mind having like 3 or 4 green pens, but when it comes to purples and pinks and magentas, I'm a bit more hesitant. So what I was really looking for was a pen that would match with actually almost like all of those inks, that would have this sort of almost galaxy look to it, with various shades of purple and magenta poured into it, so that you get this sort of galaxy feel. And when I saw this pen on the justturnings website, I knew this was the one. So it comes with this super cute pen sleeve that feels very, very soft, very cozy. I'm actually surprised. The pen sleeve is quite big, but somehow it did fit in the box. So let's take a peek and see what the pen looks like. Oh, wow. Now that is really cool. Yeah, this is exactly the sort of galaxy feel that I had in mind. Oh, I love this. There's a bit more of, there's also almost a reddish sheen down at the, on like the body of the pen. There's a lot of magenta at the end, and then in the cap there's almost some blue. I'm not sure how well the camera is going to pick this up, because it really depends on the angle that the light falls onto the pen, but it reveals all shades of purple and magenta. It's very shiny. And another really cool thing, at least in my opinion, is that I got it with a black nib. I just think that this adds to the sort of galaxy feel, and it almost makes the nib look like somewhat invisible, whereas with like a silver or gold toned nib, I think that the nib would have drawn a lot more attention. I think black nibs are just really cool. This is a black Yovo number 6 nib. I believe I got it in extra fine, to absolutely no one's surprise. And yeah, it comes with a converter, a standard Schmidt converter, I think. Yep. And it's just, oh, I love it. It's gorgeous. So let's compare the pen body and the size of the pen to some other pens. I have prepared a little tray with some varying pen models. Let's put this one in the middle. Well, that seems more or less right. I think the Twisby on the left may be a little bit taller. So let's actually move it like this. So what do we have here? We have a Bennu Euphoria, which is the biggest pen of this lineup. But it's not way bigger. It's not that much bigger than the Mimas model. We have the Esterbrook SD, which also comes in pretty close. Obviously, the SD is more of a cigar shaped, whereas the Midas model has more or less flat tops. They're ever so slightly rounded, which I really like. That looks very pretty. Then we have the Twisby Eco, almost the same size, just a little bit smaller. Same goes for the Lamy Safari. And then the Pilot Kakuno and especially the Jinhao 82 are quite a bit smaller. So let's pick an ink to go with this pen. I'm not sure. Yeah, I will probably do a bit of a writing sample just because I'm really looking forward to trying it out. But the nib is probably not going to be something super special. It is a Jowo number 6 nib, which a lot of pens have as their nib. However, I don't think I have a Jowo number 6 nib with a black coating, so I am curious to see if that will sort of influence how the pen feels and how it writes. So, what kind of ink do we go with? Like I said, a ton of options, and I have not really thought about this yet. So, let's see. I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see these colors with the bit of glare that I have right now. Yeah, in terms of like these purples, I don't think you can go wrong. I think maybe something very unsaturated like Diamine Vivaldi would be a bit too unsaturated for the pen. I think it goes especially well with the brighter colors, something like Imperial Purple or Bilberry even. There's some of that cooler purple in the cap, which matches the color of the Bilberry. What else do we have? I have some lighter inks here. Those are also options, but I think I'm gonna find my candidate somewhere on this page. Tyrian Purple, Diamine Tyrian Purple, that is a like almost dead ringer with some of the colors on the bottom side of the pen body. Alt Bordeaux by Rohrer and Klingner. That is an ink that I haven't used in quite a while, but that would actually look really nice in this pen. Ooh, maybe Diamine Amaranth. That is also a really good match. And after seeing Diamine Amaranth in one of Serial Nana's videos, one of Shauna's videos, I have been wanting to put this in a pen as well. I think even Yamabudo could be a fit, although Yamabudo is a bit too bright for my taste. And I'm not really feeling these sort of blurples today, so I think I'm gonna go either with Amaranth or with Alt Bordeaux. And then I think I'm gonna go with Alt Bordeaux because I haven't inked that one up in a long time. So let's hold these two up to the camera and hope that you can see it, because the lighting is not that good today. Let's see. This is the bottle, by the way, of Alt Bordeaux. I love these Rohr and Klingner bottles. They are so nice. So let's take my trusty trial booklet. And let's see. So this is the... Oh, by the way, if you're wondering whether this one posts or not, it does absolutely not. This does not fit on here at all, which to me isn't a problem. I don't post my pens if they are long enough to rest comfortably in my hand. So that's fine. I will say the black coated nib does feel a little different than my other Yovo number 6 nibs. I can't really articulate what it is. But it does feel a little different on the paper. That's not very helpful, I know. So this has Rohr and Klingner, Alt Bordeaux. It's almost as though the black nib has a little bit more feedback without writing less wet. Like it doesn't feel dry or anything, and it's definitely not scratchy, but I do feel the nib on the paper a bit more than with some of the other Yovo number 6 nibs. So yeah, I am really, really happy with this pen. I also have to give credits to the photography that Stephen did for his website, because the pen looks exactly like the picture. And I know that with these types of shiny resin, that is super, super hard to really capture it well in a picture. So I'm really happy that it's exactly how I imagined it would look like. And I just can't stop turning this pen in my hand and just looking at the colors. This one is definitely a coming back on my currently inked for the next month. And I'm also just going to keep writing with this for now, because I'm really curious to see how I feel about the nib and this ink after having used it for a bit more than this these, what is it, 8 words, 7 words and a couple lines. So yeah, I'm definitely I will definitely give you an update about this pen in a while, but for now I am super happy with it. And that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye!